What's up guys, it's Mike here and welcome to another video on the AutoVlog YouTube channel. Many of you have probably seen how I keep my car clean by washing it, that is. I've gotten a lot of questions of what I do to keep my now used car look as new as possible on the interior. So in today's video, I'm going to show you very simple ways to keep your used car looking as new as possible. Now I do live in Pennsylvania, so we get winters, meaning we get salt on the roads, meaning if you drive your car in the winter, you'll get salt on your shoes and you'll of course bring it into your car. Now most of the salt outside that is underneath your shoes will of course land on your floor mats. So I'm just going to start by throwing them out. Now the rest of the interior of the car is mainly dusty, so most of it is going to be handled by vacuuming. Now there's many ways to remove dust particles from the interior of your car, such as the center stack, the touchscreen, the seats, the dashboard. You can use compressed air. However, I just use a good old vacuum cleaner that I bought at Walmart. Now my 8-year-old stepdaughter, she sits in the back of course, and she kicks on the back of the driver's seat. So that is pretty dirty as well, so we're gonna have to clean that. But enough talking, let's start cleaning. Now there's no rocket science that the driver's floor mat will be the dirtiest. So this isn't the first time I'm cleaning the interior of my car this year or during the winter. This driver's floor mat has been vacuumed and also smacked against the side of the house. It gets the dust out and just a lot of dirt and gunk that's chiseled in between the actual mat of the floor mat here. But we're gonna clean the mats more thoroughly here in a minute. Right now, I'm gonna start by vacuuming the car. So the actual vacuum that I use is from ArmorAll. It's called the Vac-Mate. It's a 2 horsepower engine. And this probably isn't the fanciest thing you can buy on the market, but for me, it works just fine. I like it. It's pretty light and nimble, and it comes with several different nozzles. Now this nozzle is by far my favorite because it is very pointy at the end, so you get into all these cracks here on the side of the seat. I'm going to vacuum this part of my seat with this nozzle as well. However, with the greater parts of the floor, I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to continue vacuuming the rest of the car, the big areas such as the floors, the seats, and then we're going to continue on with these smaller little intricate areas such as around the air vents and then these little buttons here for the climate controls. So now that we got the car all vacuumed, I'm going to keep going on the floor mats, and I'm just going to start by vacuuming them as well. Now another option is to use compressed air, where you blow air onto the floor mat, which speaks for itself, pushes the dirt off the floor mat instead of sucking it in with a vacuum cleaner. However, I choose to vacuum. I do have something called a Sidekick Blaster. However, I don't feel that it's powerful enough, so I use the vacuum cleaner and the banging the floor mat off the side of the house method. So now that we got most of the surface dirt off the floor mat, we're going to go a little deeper, and what I'm going to use here is a product from Adam's Polishes called Carpet and Upholstery Cleaner. Now I'll be using this brush as well, also from Adam's Polishes. Now, as you can see here, we have some salt right there. There's some salt right here around the AMG embroidery. So on the salty areas here, I'm going to use the spray right on there and right there as well. And then we're going to use the wide spray angle on the rest of the... And then we're going to brush the carpet with the brush. You can see more dirt coming up out of the carpet here when we use the brush. This carpet cleaner is awesome. So now that I'm done scrubbing the carpet with the brush and also the upholstery and carpet cleaner, you can tell here that the salt on the side of the embroidery that we had before is gone. And up here as well. It's starting to dry in certain spots here. But what I'm going to go ahead and do now is use this. It's actually an old microfiber towel that I'm pretty much done with. I'm going to throw this one away after I'm done with the carpet here, because I'm going to brush the carpet with this towel as well and get some of the upholstery cleaner out and excess dirt. So now we're done with the driver's side floor mat, which was the worst one, and it is really, really clean. It's a little drier in certain areas than in others, but I'm happy about this salt being gone from around the embroidery. So I'm going to continue cleaning the remaining floor mats, and then we'll move back inside the car. Okay, so we're going to continue with the inside of the car. So it's very hard to catch this on camera. Now it is dirty, but it's also very dusty in here. There's dust all by the buttons here as well, and around and on top of the air vents, and then also up here on the dashboard. We also have it on top of the steering wheel and all these little nicks and crannies around here. So I'm going to use my vacuum cleaner again, and I'm going to use this little nozzle right here. So what's nice with this little tiny nozzle here is that it gets in between these cracks in the steering wheel, in between right here, and so on. So I'm going to keep vacuuming the car and getting all this surface dust off, also on the dashboard as well, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so our next step here, after getting a lot of the surface dust off the steering wheel, the dashboard, and the center stack area, and the seats, is to use this interior detailer right here from Adams Polishes. Now we're going to use this on the seats, the door panels, and the dashboard, and the center stack area as well. However, it should not be used on, say, Alcantara and suede and infotainment screens, just like my navigation screen right there. Now my seats, they aren't really that extremely dirty. If they were, I would first use this leather and interior cleaner right here, which is mainly used for a deeper clean of leather seats. So in this video, I'm obviously just showing you what I use. You could use whatever you want. I'm not making it to promote specific products or anything, but I get a lot of questions of what I do to keep my interior clean after I did a actual exterior car wash video. So again, I'm just showing you what I use. You can use whatever you want. Now the interior detailer, I won't be spraying it right on the dashboard, right on the door panels, right on the seats. I'm actually using a utility towel, which I always like to shake before I use them. Then I spray the interior spray on the actual towel instead of right on the dashboard, for instance. Then we're going to keep going with the center stack. And this part of the dashboard. And then we have dirt right here from shoes on this plastic panel right here. Looks pretty much brand new. And then we're going to move on over to the seats here. See, they're dirty as well from just people sitting in the car. There's dirt right here. So just apply some more spray. Now I'm going to continue doing the driver's seat as well. I'll also continue doing this plastic trim right here, and then also the door panels. And when I'm done, we'll take a look at that finished product. All right, so I'm almost done here, but I'm going to wipe down this part as well, even though there's a floor mat on top of it. And then I'm going to wipe down my dirty gas pedal and brake pedal. And there we have it. You can probably do it a whole lot better than that, but it's a freaking gas pedal. So yeah, I'm not going to be too anal about it. All right, so we're pretty much done here. We're going to take a look at the finished product. Now, the key with this whole cleaning process that I did is that you do it on a somewhat regular basis. It might not seem that I was doing any special revolutionary techniques here, because I really wasn't. The key is consistency. So if you do it every 5 years, all the dirt and grime and salt and stuff that you get in the interior of the car is going to be so much harder to get out. Now, I live in PA, so I do get salt and all kinds of crap in my car, and that's why I clean it on a regular basis, because I want my now used car to look new. Alright, so there we have it. Now the methods that I've used, they're the ones that I use. I'm not saying that that's the only way of doing it. I'm sure you can do it in a better way. I'm sure you can do it in a worse way. But this works for me, and it keeps my now used car looking brand new. And that is what I want. Now, if you're interested in the products I've been using throughout this video, there are links in the description below, and if you want to purchase them, you can get 15% off if you use AutoVlog at checkout. But again, you don't have to. You can use whatever you want. This wasn't a product placement video. It was just showing how I keep my car's interior looking as new as possible as the years go. But now I have to clean the exterior of the car as well. Since I've already done a video of that, I'm not going to go through that in today's upload. Now feel free to check that video out if you want to know how to properly clean and dry your car without even touching it. So there we have it, all clean inside and out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Until the next video, bye-bye.